Hello, what's going on, guys? The Ultimate Wrestling Fan here, and today I'm with MTWS Action Figures himself, and we are going to be predicting WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 1.
Oh, I'm here. The savior. The savior's here, guys. Don't fear. Matty is here. Oh,
Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. Anyway, so we'll start off with Night 1, then move into Night 2, going throughout, doing our predictions. So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna ask you this question. Which night do you think is better? Just thinking about everything on the show.
Okay, there's one match on Night 1 that automatically makes it better, and that's El
And
Grande
you can tell me
Americano
that one
versus Rey Mysterio.
but I honestly think the best night is night 2 by far. Because the amount of great matches on it. I feel like Triple H is stacked at night 2 far more than that.
If they add that tag match on SmackDown, then definitely.
Yeah,
It won't, but like,
yeah, they will. It's a missed opportunity. But they have a, what, 2 hour free show? And like a two, no, it's like a 3 hour free show, 2 hour post show. They literally do one after and before the show.
yeah. Are you watching the Hall of Fame? Or going to?
No, I don't think I'm actually going to watch it. I'm not watching any of it live.
Okay, fair, no.
I watch SmackDown, but apart from that, no, I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I might just watch the Stone Cold, no, the Triple H bit of Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Maybe watch his correct, Roman's thing, but no, that's about it.
that's completely fair. Anyway, we've yapped for a few minutes. Now let's get into WrestleMania 41 predictions. We'll start off with the World Heavyweight Championship match for Night 1. Jey Uso versus the Ring General Gunther.
Who do you think's going to win this time?
Who do I think's gonna win? Yeet. Jey. Main event. Jey.
What? The Yeet Master.
Yeet Master 69, as they call him.
Yeah, no, I've got to go. With the whole thing of Jimmy getting absolutely burst in London, they've stacked all their cards. It's going to be I think it's going to be a better match than people expect. But,
Yeah,
no,
I don't think people are giving this match enough credit. Especially because people are just hating on Jey Uso for anything at this point.
I think the reason why most people are hating on it is the fact that we've seen it so many times. And even I believe I saw this online that if even Gunther wasn't into it at first, then he's accepted it now. The European tour, I know this is going to sound biased being on one of the shows, but the European tour carried that feud and made so many other feuds that would have been lackluster otherwise. Top notch and a great one to watch out for. Such as matches like Tiffany versus Charlotte, such matches like Drew Daniel. And even John Cena Cody, they carried.
Yeah,
No, I think Jay is taking up the World Heavyweight Championship.
no, I do agree with you. But to be fair, when you have to try again, those are the best stories in wrestling. So
Yeah, they've made Jay the big underdog going into it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit obvious. But I'm a bit disappointed with the title reign with Gunther.
yeah,
Nevertheless,
that's because the IC title reign was so good.
we had some great matches, like the one against Sam. That was a great match.
Banger.
But no, Jay's my
Nope, that's fair. Jey is also my pick. So moving on to the next match. Oh, the greatest match. It's going to be the best match on WrestleMania 41. You ready?
No, I'm not ready. But let's go.
El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. An absolute banger that is going to commence. Give me your thoughts on this.
I can tell you're being a bit sarcastic. I genuinely think these two are going to have a great match. I think ideally it's as good as the one Dragon Lee and El Grande had in Scotland.
Yep.
Ideally, because that match was great. But I do believe Rey Mysterio is the bigger figure and most likely a master. So reveal whoever's in the match.
Did you see Gable and El Grande have the same tattoos, which means they have the same tattoo artist, which is pretty cool.
Oh no, I didn't actually see that. No.
The more you know. Yeah, no, I genuinely think that El Grande Americano is gonna win this match. I'm gonna be
Really? So we disagree on who's winning?
yeah. I have a feeling Ray will probably win, but my gut tells me to go with El Grande Americano. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. As someone who saw how good El Grande Americano is in person in Scotland, I have to say he's great, but I don't think he stands to the legend Rey Mysterio. So that is my Rey beating El Grande Americano. Most likely masking him after the fact.
You know, some people, they can have opinions. It doesn't mean that they have to be right opinions, but they can have opinions.
Oh, really, Joe?
Okay. Let's move on. Okay, getting into a match that's happening on WrestleMania 41. Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Great match. Wait, who do you?
Okay, who do I think's winning? It's gonna be Jade. I feel like we all know it's gonna be Jade. She just made a triumphant return, even though Naomi is an amazing superstar and is very underutilized in her return. It's gotta be Jade.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm torn on. Because on one hand, I think Naomi's work at the heel has been so good. I don't think she should lose this. At the same time, I also don't think that Jade should lose. She's just returned and she lost to live in, was it Italy? I believe it was.
One of the places.
Yeah, it was either Italy or Spain. No, it was Italy because it had the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. But yeah, it had that because I don't think she's gonna lose twice. So but if I'm being honest, I think we disagree again. My pick to win
Damn.
is Naomi.
Wow.
I think she's gonna win, and it's gonna tie with one of my picks later on. But I think she's gonna help someone. I believe it's on night 2.
Let me check for you.
Win. So my pick's Naomi. We disagree again.
Damn, this is gonna be interesting when we actually see the matches that happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Going into a match that I was not excited for, but I am now. We've got the United States Championship on the line between L.A. Knight and Jacob Fatu. I love you solo.
Okay.
A very,
I'm gonna need a bit of info here. Is Randy Orton? I believe it's Randy Orton versus Solo. Is it on Saturday or Sunday?
It is not confirmed, so it is not. There's been no match graphic made.
Or at least it's not confirmed as the time we're making this. It's Wednesday for me. Wednesday, 16th of April.
It is barely Thursday for me just now.
Times are different.
Yeah.
But I think I believe it could go either way. I want to know who you think's gonna win.
Okay.
I honestly don't know. It could be either. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up like double count out. But I'd be wrong, but I'm not sure. So who do you think's going to win?
See, the problem with this one is LA Knight just regained that United States Championship. So it feels
Yeah,
it
true.
feels like he can't lose now. But at the same time, have you seen how they've been booking Jacob Fatu? He's an absolute
Yeah, he's
beast.
like being unstoppable.
He's like Solo but on crack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally.
and like they're both incredible. Like, obviously Jacob has a. It's gonna sound a bit mean, but he's better in ring than LA Knight, and LA Knight is better on the mic.
Agreed.
But like Jacob Fatu's still good on the mic. But like, I think I got to go with Mr. Future Head of the Table, Future Tribal Chief, Jacob Fatu. What's your
Honestly,
thoughts?
what you say, Ellen, I swear, Future Tribal Chief Ellen.
Hey, I might do that later on.
And I think so. We would have that. But anyways, my pick, I think I've got to agree with you. I think Jacob. See, here's the thing. Jacob, he's an unstoppable monster, but I don't see LA Knight losing. And they had this big overarching story of Solo and just the whole Bloodline saga.
Yep.
Solo and Jacob going on right now. That I don't see him winning because I don't think they should bring the US title, well, a belt into it. Like they had so many. They've had the world title, they've had the undisputed title, the tag belts, and everything. They're tied all in one big story. But I don't think they need another one, at least not currently. So I think LA Knight is retaining his championship in Las Vegas for a big feel good moment.
Huh. Okay.
Mania, I don't think Mania is going to be full of feel good moments, but I think that's going to be one where we see LA Knight beat Jacob Fatu after a bit of an incident with probably like Solo, like mishap, I don't know, maybe like Solo accidentally distracts him, Jacob turns around into a BFT. But who knows? I could see it going either way, but I pick LA Knight.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go on to a match that has absolutely no hype whatsoever, does not deserve to be on this card. A match that, quite frankly,
Well,
is
probably.
it's going to be a good match. It is the Raw Tag Team title match between the New Day and the War Viking Raiders.
Here's the thing about this match. Like, no one really thinks it should be on Mania, but if they'd given it a bit more build, like, this is yet again me bringing up the European crowds. I think that
Oh,
would have
brother.
like they started it there with the new Catch Republic and everything, but you know, there was only so much they could do. They couldn't elevate everything, so they had to let some drop, and this was the match. But I don't like despite the lackluster build, I don't think it's gonna be the worst match. Like I think it'll be the least worst match on the show. I'm sorry to say, not in a mean way, but I think we're gonna have new tag team champions.
Ooh.
The Viking Raiders or the War Raiders or whatever they're called.
You see, I want to say that, but what's really been going on in the New Day storyline? Same with the War Raiders, to be honest. Like, this is where the SmackDown tag team match would have shined.
Should have.
It would have shined because
they had a big story going in when they choose this. Well, there's nothing we can really do. We just have to have faith in Triple H. But yeah, so wait, who do you pick out of the two teams?
because they haven't done anything with either of them, this is a really tough decision. So I'm just gonna go with the War Raiders retaining, genuinely due to I feel like there's going to be a ton of title changes, and this is one that the titles won't change. Boom.
What, you think this is going to be a title?
No, I said this is one where the titles won't change.
Okay, that makes sense. I just think that they need to capitalize on the New Day still being heel. While, like, yes, they should have striked when the iron's hot. They should have had them do for Judgment Day. But, to perfectly be honest, like, they've sort of dropped the ball on the New Day being heel. But I think the New Day's becoming, I believe it's 13-time tag team champions. And you pick the Viking Raiders, War Raiders to, well, retain.
Yeah, they're Papa H's babies, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To
they
be
are
fair,
very acceptable.
the ball has been dropped on both tag teams. So,
Definitely.
but now going into a match that now I'm excited for due to the fact of them going off script, the SmackDown Women's title match between Tiffy Time and Charlotte Flair.
Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. Ooh, it's going to be a tough one, man. I think we could see a lot of shoot moves in this match, like stiff shot, stiff kick, stiff shots, just left and right. But at the end of the day, I think they'll keep it professional. And despite what people believe, I think we're seeing a title retention. I think
Oh,
the winner of this match and still women's champion, Tiffy Time, will run through Las Vegas. The winner, Tiffany Stratton.
you see, to be fair, that's what I want, but Charlotte wins lols, so, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough match, that, but I do believe it's going to be. I think it'll be a good one. I think people are expecting it to just be like Rhea Charlotte from 39 in
I
Hollywood
like
again.
that
But
one.
yeah, but like, I mean the actual match.
Yeah.
I think everyone's expecting it to be better than it, but I don't think it will. I think it may be a match that under delivers.
Ooh.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be not the worst match of the night, but it's not gonna be a very good one.
Actually, looking at night one, I could see it being the worst match of the night. Anyway,
Yeah, well, not compared to some of the other matches. I think. How many matches have we got? How many matches are left?
one for night one.
Oh well, I think we all know what that match is. Well,
El Generico versus. Oh, no, okay. So we got the triple threat match for absolutely nothing. CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
I like that you said Paul Heyman in the corner of CM Punk because I think he's going to be the deciding factor in this match.
Gotta
I
agree.
think in this match we're going to see probably the most amount of turns in one match possible. I think Punk comes down to the ring with Heyman. Heyman switches like to Roman because like after all, literally the whole favor was I want you to be with me at Mania. He never said for how long. He could literally switch at any time. But then I think at the end of the day, after shield chair shots, announcers table bumps, everything, I think the winner is the Revolution, the Visionary, the Revolution with Paul Heyman, Seth freaking Rollins. I think he is gonna walk out of night one winner. And I think he will go on to Backlash potentially to challenge Jey Uso or Cody or Cena or whoever's champion by then. But no, I believe Seth. Seth's got it. Seth's got it in the bag. Them two are going to be to and fro on one another.
You know, for once, I gotta agree with you, especially with the bit of Paul Heyman joining Rollins, and yeah, no, Paul Heyman is the deciding factor of this match. Obviously, it's going to be very emotional. I think I might actually shed a tear. Yeah, you know what Roman said. Once the wise man's not with him, he's not going to be tribal chief anymore. You know.
He's gonna be a lone wolf. He's gonna be a lone dog, the big dog. But no, so we agree Seth Rollins wins with Paul Heyman helping.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, it's kind of obvious that it's going to happen, but like, you know.
Or at least it's obvious there's going to be somewhat of a turn. I could see Rollins even not taking him. I think just Rollins is walking out of Mania a winner.
I could see Rollins joining Travis Scott and John Cena, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Because I think someone else might join that group instead.
Oh, you gonna tell me later
But
on?
we'll have to get into that when we get there.
So that is gonna be the end of this video. We just predicted WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 1. Do you have anything you want to say, MTWS?
No, just I guess I'll plug my channel, MTWS Action Figures, on YouTube. I think you should all go watch that if you want to watch some action figure videos. That's all I do, and yeah, that's about it. All I gotta plug. Thank you for having me here tonight, getting me to do my predictions that I probably wouldn't have done otherwise. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. I always enjoy having our conversations, and we probably would have done this without a camera either way. So,
Yeah.
alright. I don't fucking know. I forgot my own outro, to be honest.